Have you ever looked at something before and thought, that's gonna need a lot of work? Well, in this case, the bare minimum that it needs is perfection. For the context of the video, it's an anime adaptation of a manga. You may ask, what manga could be so demanding that it needs perfection as a bare minimum? Well, that's why we're here to find out after I do my usual intro. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, it is me, Jovial. I'm sure you have read the title, and I have set the mood with the intro. Reminder, this is just my thoughts and analysis, so we could still have different opinions though, and I want to hear them in the comments. With that out of the way, let's dive on in, shall we? The story that we're gonna take a deeper dive right now is Akane-banashi, rakugo, the ultimate form of storytelling, where everything in the story is expressed with just your body and words. Shinta and his daughter Akane have been seduced by this wonderful form of classical entertainment. Having obsessed her father's tribe to pass the Shin-uchi rakugo test, Akane will take her own steps in this unique world. That is the synopsis of Akane-banashi. But before we continue, what is rakugo? According to Wikipedia, rakugo is a form of Japanese verbal entertainment traditionally performed in Yose theaters. The lone storyteller, or rakugoka, sits on a raised platform, a koza, using only a paper fan and a small cloth as props, and without standing up from the seiza sitting position. The rakugo artist depicts a long and complicated comical, or sometimes sentimental, story. The story always involves the dialogue of two or more characters. The difference between the characters is depicted only through change in pitch, tone, and slight turn of the head. So it means rakugo is a type of performance arts in Japan. But what's so demanding about it that made me think that perfection is the bare minimum that it needs? The voice actors need to actually do rakugo, the technical skills that they need to portray on rakugo. Rakugo is different from voice acting, as there is a voice actor on the manga. So there is a difference, and it's portraying a difference of voice acting to rakugo. Prodigies, emotion, motifs, all of the other things about a character. Pure talent in the manga that they need to portray, and pure talent by the voice actors to actually execute and actually deliver the skill and talent that they're gonna portray. Let's start with the main character, Akane. From the start of the series, she is a 10-year-old child watching her father, Professor Jack from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Arakawa Shinta. Oh, okay, Arakawa Shinta.
What on earth is going on over there? Wait, is that the professor?
Watching him perform live as the father is looking for a promotion of rank to become a Shin-uchi in the rakugo world. I'm gonna gloss over some events except for the fact that there is an infamous event that is the main focus of the story that will be the main driving force for Akane's growth and development. But let's fast forward a bit to after the events. Here's the thing. From our eyes, at least from the reader's perspective, at least that's what I think it is, Akane is a prodigy, and there are many contributing factors to why that is. She has a father that is a rakugoka. Her father's teacher, the one his father is under of, is probably or practically the second best of the school that they are into, of the Arakawa school. And Akane was 10 at the time when that incident happened, and until she became 16 to 18 years old, all those times from 10 years old to 16 to 18, she had private lessons with said master. And let's add the fact that she has seen her father perform rakugo in their home, practicing his craft for as long as she can remember. The potential voice actress job is to convey, learn, and feel the emotions that she has. She is a prodigy with some obvious downsides that still makes us want to support her, because in the story there is a better prodigy. There are only two, in my opinion, and from what I've read, there are only two, Akane and the other one, but the other one is just greater. At least that's what they're portraying in the story. Akane is kinda like Eiichiro from Baby Steps. Eiichiro is also a prodigy, but the thing with Eiichiro and Baby Steps, it is a tennis manga, and Eiichiro is a study bug and doesn't do sports or physical exercises that much. And he picked up tennis so quickly at a alarmingly fast rate that the physical limits that Ichiro has is showing, and his body can keep up with the potential that he's showing. And one of their similarities between the two is that even with all of that, they are both great and well-liked characters. Ichiro has it tougher though, as he has more prodigies to handle and take care of rather than Akane. But that's just the basic character analysis of Akane. The real problem is, she's not the only one that's going to do rakugo. There are a lot of them with different specialties, with different set of skills and talents, with different approaches, different character types, different motivations. And when you read the manga, you can clearly tell and see what kind of talent the author is trying to portray and the kind of talent that the characters have. And if an adaptation about this series is being done willy-nilly with just enough effort from the voice acting, we won't care about the visuals. We will care about how their rakugo sounds, how their rakugo will look like, at least with the Japanese audience in mind. But you can include us too from the non-Japanese audience that will want to watch an adaptation of this. I'm still not polished in my communication skills and my YouTube narration and whatever I do, I'm still not polished, so it feels like I still haven't conveyed the full extent of the hardships that the adaptation will ensue. And I blame my skills for that, but I hope you understand that it will probably take perfection for Akane-banashi, for the manga, to give it the justice that it deserves. Akane-banashi is popular though, and I've seen in the comments that people want an anime adaptation of it, but we all know that it's gonna be a nightmare. Especially since the author gave us what he depicts as high quality rakugo performances and battles in the series. That's the second rakugo series that I have read, if we're counting Joshiraku, and I think we all know that Joshiraku is not a pure rakugo type of series, because even in the manga and anime, you know the disclaimer. It's more focused on the cuteness of the girls rather than the rakugo, even though in the anime, they actually do some rakugo in the opening. Or at least that's what I've seen from the 2 episodes that I've watched. Anyway, those are just my humble thoughts and opinions. And I think I could have made it longer, and I feel like I could have done it much longer. I could have talked more, and I think I have points that are not said or left unsaid because I'm still not that good at what I do, but I'm actually getting better compared to the Ao no Haku one. But regardless of that, I hope you enjoyed the video. So that's it for me today. See y'all next time. Peace and God bless y'all. Love y'all.